So, do what you got to do.
Okay.
All I'll do is lawyer up again, and that's what I do. And I'm just on the defense. And, if you want to prosecute me, you're prosecuting the wrong guy.
Okay. This is Detective Krull. The date is 9/11/2014. Time now is 10:01. ICR number 2014-3835. Speaking with David Rucki. Morning. How are you? Good. All right, David, the reason I'm here is I just want to talk to you about a GPS you purchased. You did not.
No.
How come everything comes back to you?
How would it?
Well, I did IP address subpoenas to Charter, to Yahoo, to all these places.
I don't have a Yahoo account.
You didn't make a fake Yahoo account?
I don't have a Yahoo account.
Okay.
I use Gmail.
You use Gmail?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that doesn't mean you can't set up a fake Yahoo account.
Okay, well, I don't have an Yahoo.
Okay, well, everything points back to you, and I'm just here to get your side of the story. It's the only reason I'm here, okay? Because right now, with everything I have, I'm going to send it to the county attorney's office and let them decide what to do.
Okay.
But I just want your side of the story and try to figure out.
I have 2 girls that are missing.
I understand that. I understand that, and that's what I was going to ask you. I know.
And I'm dealing with an ex-wife who's mentally ill. I'm dealing with a boyfriend who's unstable. I deal with vandalism.
Okay.
Constantly.
Okay.
Intimidation through court. I've been in a hell of a divorce. I've been raped through the system by law enforcement. All I am is a dad that took care of his family.
Okay.
And, I have an ex-wife running amok.
Right.
I've got an ex-wife with a crazy attorney.
Okay.
Who just continually barrage me with lawsuits. I had a very successful business. I've been run into the ground. Took a 45-year-old business and just blew it up. That was my livelihood. That's how I take care of my family.
Okay.
I
understand this. And like I said, I just wanted to find out why.
I'm a reasonable guy.
Right.
And I want to find my children.
I understand that. Okay. Is that why you got the GPS?
I didn't buy a GPS. I never bought a GPS.
Okay.
Never.
Why does everything come back to the IP addresses?
Find a GPS, run who bought it, and you'll know who had it.
I do. I did that.
That's not me.
Everything comes back. The IP addresses, Charter.
That's me. It's not me.
Okay.
So, and I don't have, I don't have a Yahoo account.
Okay. Well, it doesn't mean you can't set up a fake one.
I don't have one.
Okay.
And whether you think I'm not corrupt.
I didn't accuse you of anything, David.
But this is this thing with law enforcement coming at me constantly because I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm just trying to find my daughters. I have a cousin who's a private eye. We're trying to find these girls.
I understand that.
But you're going after the wrong person.
Okay.
That's always the case here. You want to come after somebody who's just trying to settle all this down.
I just came here to talk to you, and right away you attacked me when I walked up the sidewalk.
Do you understand that? I am tired. I am worn out. I am tired of having people look at me and go like this when it's not me. I'm on the defense all the time. Always. I'm constantly trying to just get away from these people, and they just keep coming.
What people are you talking about?
Nadine, my ex-wife.
Who's your ex-wife? What's her name?
Grazzini-Rucki.
Sandra Grazzini-Rucki.
That's
Okay.
Nadine's girlfriend.
Okay.
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 And these two, he's a former law guy.
Mm-hmm.
Since they've been hooked up, and this was back in 11, when she hooked up with the guy, all of a sudden I got law enforcement just chomping on me. She's filing all these phony restraining orders, all this crap. I'm going to court constantly. It's well documented. Go talk to the Lakeville Police Department.
I'm sure it is.
And I've been on the news with this crazy shit. And, when I have law enforcement coming after me, I say coming after, knocking on my door
mm-hmm.
and pointing the finger at me, I'm frustrated with that because I didn't do anything here. All I've done here is just try to fend off a woman who is basically flipped her nut. Okay? She abducted 2 of my children. I have full custody of all my children. Legal, physical, full custody. 2 girls have been missing since April, over a year and a half now, last year, and you know, you don't understand what it is to be a father who just provided for his family, and then to have this wrecking ball, this nuclear bomb go off. It's not just your average divorce. This has been a shitstorm from the beginning.
Okay.
And you know, trying to deal with her where she skirts law, and she runs, you know, on the darker side of things. Rhedin is part of it. He is one of these guys that he knows law enforcement because he was a cop. He uses that against people. If you look back into him, which we did, he did the same thing to his ex. I mean, he's corrupt as they are. You know, he's not a good cop. He wasn't a good cop. That's why he's not a cop. You know, and here we are, you know, again, defending ourselves. I get tired of doing this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I get emotional, because I've been through the ringer. I've been with, you go talk to Lakeville. Just go talk to them, and they'll tell you what I've been through.
You know anybody that lives on Ireland Place?
That's me. That's my other house.
That's your other house?
That's where I'm living now. I just moved out of here.
Okay. Well, I put a business card in that door too.
I'll be back there.
Okay. So you can disregard that when you say it.
I just moved out of here the 16th. I just switched my license over. That'll
okay.
I still got business stuff coming here.
All right. Well, can you answer this then? When that GPS unit was activated, it was activated from the Ireland Place address. That's where it was first turned on.
Okay.
So how? What's that?
I didn't live there.
You just said you lived there.
I live there now.
Okay.
I live there. I live here.
How long have you lived at Ireland?
I just told you, August 16th.
August 16th.
Yep. The house has been on the market.
Why would it turn on there? And then consequently, all of a sudden, you live there.
Well, this consequently, I've owned it. I've owned it. But I never bought a GPS. Never.
Okay.
And I do not have a Yahoo account. Never. I had a Yahoo account years and years ago. I don't have a Yahoo account.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah. That's what you want. If that's your side, then that's your side. I'm still going to send everything to the county attorney's office.
I can't do anything. If that's the way, if that's how you want to operate, that's fine.
What do you? Well, how do you want me to operate?
You do what you got to do. This is.
I'm trying to get your side of the story. Is what
I give you. You want it black and white? I'm going to give you all the gray in the world because that's what I'm dealing with. Because cops, and I talked with the guy over in Lakeville,
the chief,
and I told him, I said, the problem I have with all this law enforcement crap is you guys are all so black and white. These people run in the gray areas. And I said, I can't find my girls because you black and white. These people are in gray. The cracks are this big. You guys can only run on the peripherals. And these people are swimming in here. And I got to sit there and I got to do everything I can. I got to hire people to look. I had people sitting on that house for 6 months trying to find my girls. You know, every time I go to law enforcement, our hands are tied, our hands are tied, our hands are tied. You know, I get the same thing. Well, they'll come back.
This private investigator you hired, is it possible that they use a GPS unit?
You have to ask him.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure he's a pretty straight-laced guy. He was a former DEA guy. He worked, you know, he's a straight shooter.
Who is he?
Rucki, my cousin.
Tom? Yeah. Do you have his contact information?
But I know he's not that kind of guy.
What's he based out of?
He was up in Plymouth.
Okay.
But he's as straight as they come. Six 1-2. 720.
Okay.
3631.
Very good. All right. Well,
all I can offer you this. You're going after the wrong guy.
Okay.
You know, the people who are behind the problems are the two crying the loudest, and that's what dealing with my ex-wife. You know, and you know the problem I have with this is I'm a law-abiding citizen. They're crazy as shit, and you know whatever the problem is here, that's nothing compared to what they're doing. You know, we're talking about abducted children. You know, I get the yayas from everybody from the law enforcement, but nobody can do anything. And these people do everything. They run with. We just found what do they call that, a burner phone in my daughter's backpack. I get a phone call right before the Labor Day weekend, and the detective wants hair samples, DNA evidence from my children. You know, that's a phone call you don't want to hear. And, you know, we start digging and stuff that's be packed away, and we've been in this backpack, we find a burner phone, you know, and my daughter's stuff. And this is the way they operate. My ex claims she's homeless. You know, she's a flight attendant. She flies around freely. We suspect, you know, talk to the detectives.
Okay.
You know, I wish you would.
And I don't have anything to do with the missing kid. It's not my job. Yeah, I understand.
And, you know, you want to file your black and white report to the courts, go ahead. But you know what? I think you guys, I got to have the big part of this story, because that's really the crux of the problems. You know, they're trying to intimidate me. They try to intimidate me from going out to Elko to drive by the house. I drive by weekly, just so I can, you know, maybe I'll see somebody. I saw my daughter there right after this happened and haven't seen her since. I called the Lakeville police. I got a phone, I got a message, got no action. I didn't realize that Elko had a police department there. I wish I would have known that. I didn't know that. So, you know, do what you got to do.
Okay.
You know, all I'll do is lawyer up again, and that's what I do. And I'm just on the defense. And, you know, if you want to prosecute me, you're prosecuting the wrong guy.
Okay.
All I'm doing is I'm just a dad looking for his daughters. And these people are fucking badass crazy. And if you're a detective out in Scott County, then you're full of, you know, Carver County corruption people. They're part of that group. Okay? These people are full-blown nuts. They don't listen to family courts. They run around going after judges and people. I mean, this is crazy shit. And I'm in this nightmare, and I can't get out. And I'm trying. You know, I go about my day. I try to go about what I got left in my life as far as work. I've been shattered. And, you know, if you're going to go to court, I say bring the whole, bring it all in. Don't just bring this in. Bring it all in. And understand where I come from as a dad, as a family man. You know, I got 5 children. I only have 3 of them. You know, and what I had to do to bring those 3 down is crazy. You know, just to get them normalized.
Back from where?
From the condition they were in. When we found we got them away from her.
They were with her?
They were with
okay.
her. And it took me 2 years to get them away. 2 years I didn't see my children. You know, for 6 months prior to that, my son had left home, and he was 16 years old. We had to find him. You know, I had to normalize these kids again. I got 2 other girls that are out there that are probably batshit crazy because they're dealing with their mother and their paranoia and their delusion. And they're probably out of state. We don't know anything about them. We can't find them. They disappeared off the radar.
How old are they?
14 and 16.
Okay.
Okay? So I was saying, go to Lakeville. Talk to the detective. Talk to anybody that's going to listen to, because they'll tell you how crazy this shit is. You know, I'm just a dad trying to find my children. I'm trying to normalize everybody's life again and trying to start over.
Okay.
You know, and I'm not trying to be combative.
I understand.
I'm frustrated. You know, again, I got law enforcement on me, looking at me as a suspect. It's frustrating. And all I want is my kids back. That's it. That is it. I want to move on in my life. I want nothing to do with them. But, you know, we're dealing with a narcissistic personality disorder. He's got big-time issues. And they're nuts. The kids are nuts. I got them on tape, vandalizing my house. I got cameras in the back because they vandalized me the year before.
Did you call Lakeville?
Called them, showed them, gave it to them, sent it to the Dakota County prosecutor, got them identified. Even identified. They won't press charges.
Why not?
They're a little green. You know, they did $3,000 damage the last time they were used. I even found a knife in my car, and nothing happened to that. It's just, you know, it's been just a ride. It's been a nightmare. You know, I'm dealing with prosecutors in Dakota County. They don't like me because, you know, I tell it the way it is, number one. I might not be the most charismatic guy, but I've just been I've been battling with them in court because she's filing, you know, abuse charges. You know, got they tried for restraining orders. They've gotten. I agreed in the beginning. I should have never done this. To What is that? Where they kind of restrict you from getting near your house?
That's a restraining order.
Well,
Like harassment? Harassment's a restraining order? Protective order?
Protective.
Okay.
You know, I agreed to it because the lawyer I hired who represented both of us backed out. And the second I get another guy in, and he says, don't worry about it. If you're not dealing with it, you don't have to worry about it. So I agreed to it. That's agreeing to being killed in a sense. I got arrested for going over there on Father's Day. Court-ordered mandated time with my children on Father's Day. They didn't come to the door. They didn't answer. I sat in the car for an hour and a half. Waited. Backed up. Mailbox, opened it up. There was mail inside of it. I figured it out. We went up to the cabinet, shut it, and left. An hour and a half later, I got a Lakeville police here saying, were you on the property? I said, well, I had a court-ordered date. You know, did you go in the mailbox? I said, yeah, I looked in the mailbox. I explained why. They go, well, you violated your rules or whatever. I got 24 hours in jail for looking in my mailbox. I lost my passport because I had a judge in the beginning who saw all these phone calls to Lakeville, 40 some phone calls. He goes, well, you don't look like the guy I'm hearing. He made a judgment by looking at that piece of paper, which is all phony charges, which is just her calling batshit crazy. And he looked at that. I lost my passport. I lost any type of ability to own a gun. I don't own a gun. I don't hunt. I don't fish. So I can't put in guns. And then I got a year's worth of. I had to stay in the state. I couldn't leave, and I had to report monthly to an officer. For basically, all this crap. And I implore you to talk to me.
Okay.
So that you understand that the instability that we're dealing with here is at an astronomical, not average, and just to get an understanding of how nuts this is, and go to Channel 9 and go and see this report they did in 9 minutes, all about my divorce and my runaway girls. They're the last ones to say. Channel 9 won't talk to us because they're afraid to get sued. It's just crazy. Write a book.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you talking to me.
I'm sorry if I come off this way, but it's frustration, and it's again. Here we go. Them attacking me like I'm the bad guy. All I was damn looking for his kids.
Okay.
And that's it.
Fair enough.
And again, I think if you go to Lakeville,
okay,
and you'll get a real sense of what this is.
Okay.
And I think that's part of this, and get that broader picture because it's just not your average divorce. It's not. I just one more thing. Before my divorce, my ex-wife's family, her father was a very wealthy man. They had been fighting for 10 years. And right before my divorce, we were in a court battle over my children's trust funds. They had stolen my children's trust funds. And we were in this battle. It was in Dakota County. 3.5 months. We were in court every day. Largest family court battle in Dakota County history. I went from that crazy shit to my wife snapping into this crazy shit. They all know me. Everyone knows me. Judges, bailiffs, court people that work there, people that answer, go to the door. It's not your run-of-the-mill crap. This is just the nuts and the bane. All I try to do is get away from this. These people are toxic, and they're relentless, and it's because of mental illness. They have nothing better to do with their time. And I tell anybody, I said, if you can have a relationship with my ex-wife, then you gotta be nuts. And when we looked into Rhedin, he's nuts. It is what it is. That's what I can tell you. And I think if you do your due diligence, you'll understand.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
All right.
Because this is going to get you nowhere. I mean, it's going to get nowhere other than you'll go after me, and that's it.
Sure. And I don't know if this is even going to go anywhere. I don't make that decision.
Get an understanding of it.
Yep.
And I'm not a salesman. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I know. The truth has been good throughout. My divorce was crazy. She plotted. So it's crazy, but it is true. I signed a legal release, because I was involved with that family crap, just for a signature on a piece of paper. And she took that signature. I never went to divorce court. I never saw a judge. I was divorced when the police came to my house and told me I was divorced. And they had me, this is where it all started, they had me removed. The day the papers went through was the day she removed me from the house. That legal piece of paper that I signed, I lost my children, I lost my assets, I lost my rights completely and everything. And it took me 6 months to get that overturned and start fresh. And it's been just a nightmare since September. It was May 11, 2011. It's been just out of control. I average once a month in court. I got to go to court again today at 2 o'clock. I was in court yesterday, 2 days ago. Just like me.
Okay. All right, well, like I said, I don't know if this is going to go anywhere. I was just here to...
I appreciate it, but again, I think stopping like Phil, just get an overview of where we're at, and I think you'll understand a little more. And look at the reports. You know, I'm not kidding you. There's one year, that first year, she called it 30-some, almost 40 times. And it's just all fictitious shit. It's just her calling, harassing them to harass me. And this is all started with she hooked up with this Rhedin kid. Playing the game. And it's an abuse of power. And, you know, I've been paying dearly, you know, for it since. And, you know, my legal bills are, you know, a couple $100,000. I'm just trying to defend myself. And that's what this has been. I don't have a couple. And I'm in the office for years. You know, setback. My business has been destroyed. You know, I'm 51 years old. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got young kids. I still get my youngest is 11 years old. You know, he's special needs. I got to deal with that. And you know, she's abandoned 3 of her kids and abducted 2 of them. You know, and here I sit. And Rhedin wants to make a stink. He's not involved in this. Never has been. But yet he's involved. And you know, again, I think if you guys look at the picture, you're looking at the wrong people.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Take care, David.